guys, and welcome to a very exciting video where we make more delicious espresso and more delicious lattes. Now, today is slightly unfortunate, but also good timing because I woke up with a headache this morning, which sucks. And if my forehead looks a little red, it's because I was putting heat on it to try to help with the headache. I still have it. It's a little bit better, but what's going to hopefully make it much better is the coffee we're making today. So even though it sucks that I woke up with a headache, at least it's good timing because I was planning on filming this video. So for those who maybe don't know me and my channel too well, I'm a very amateur barista and espresso lover and enjoyer. And I somewhat recently got my first big girl espresso machine. It's the Breville Barista Express. I did a whole video of me unboxing it and using it for the first time back in December, so if you want to go watch that, you should, because I feel like it was a fun video. And it was the first video where I tried making my own coffee syrup at home. I made a homemade gingerbread syrup, not my own idea. I found a recipe online, and it was really yummy and turned out really good and kind of opened my eyes to this concept of making homemade syrups and how that could really elevate your at-home coffee experience. So in today's video, I want to attempt to recreate this Starbucks brown sugar oat milk shaken espresso. That is one of a couple of my favorite go-to drinks when I go to Starbucks, and I want to see if I can make it at home. So I found a recipe from a website called It's Live Bee. Never tried it, but we're going to try it in this video today, and I will link it down below if anyone wants to recreate it, but hopefully it's good. Are you crashing my video?
Yes, can I have a sip?
I haven't made it yet.
Oh, what the heck?
I thought you said you didn't want one.
No, I don't want one. I just want a sip of yours.
Okay, well, I haven't made it yet, so you have to be patient.
Oh, did you show them the tikka masala?
No,
the video?
it's not part of the video. Anyway, I already made my espresso and I've gathered all the ingredients that I need, so all we really have to do is make the brown sugar syrup at home and then put it all together, which includes shaking the espresso in a cocktail shaker, which I've never done before, but I have a cocktail shaker and I've shaken drinks in it, so it shouldn't go too poorly. Also, I just have to address that I know our kitchen is a little bit messy behind me, and I could have cleaned up before filming this video, but for one, I didn't want to because I just want to get this coffee in my system because of my headache. And for two, we're friends here, and I know friends don't judge, so I know you won't judge me for having a slightly messy kitchen in the background, and I thank you for that. So the main ingredients we're going to need are light brown sugar, ground cinnamon, and vanilla extract. We'll also be using water, but that will just be coming from the sink. Y'all, I've got my brown sugar syrup. I hope I did it okay. This is the smallest saucepan that we have, but the recipe, I didn't double it or anything. I just did what it said, and it doesn't make very much, so it was barely filling the bottom of the pan, so it's kind of hard to stir. So I'm hoping it came out okay, but it smells really good. Anyway, I've got all the tools I need here. So I've got our shaker, my espresso, which this is not the best espresso I have pulled, but it's gonna have to do because I'm not trying to waste espresso. And the recipe says to basically put the espresso in the cocktail shaker with 3 tablespoons of the brown sugar syrup and then some ice, and shake it vigorously for 1 to 2 minutes, which is quite a long time. So that's what I'm gonna do now. Okay, vigorous shaking starts now. The ice already melt. I really feel like that was long enough. My hands are cold. All right, I've got my shaken espresso. We have a little bit of spillage, but that's okay. I'm curious, like, how big of a difference 1 to 2 minutes makes, because I shook this for 1 minute and I feel like that was plenty of time. Like, I feel like there's no ice left. So I don't know what the benefit would have been shaking it another minute, but we've got our espresso and it's been shaken with the brown sugar. So now we just need to add ice to the glass, pour the espresso mixture in, and then basically fill the rest up with oat milk, and then we get to taste it. Guys, I can't lie, this looks pretty fire. I will say there was a lot more of the espresso mixture than I was expecting, so I'm hoping it still tastes good because there's not a lot of milk, but hopefully that's okay. We're gonna mix it up and give it a taste. All right, here we go. Guys. Oh my gosh, it's just so much better when you make a homemade syrup. This is so good. All right, here are my thoughts. First of all, delicious. Second of all, quite sweet. I'm trying to think of how it compares to Starbucks. I haven't had their brown sugar shaken espresso in a little bit because I kind of went through an apple crisp macchiato phase in the fall and then the creme brulee latte phase in the winter. So I haven't had it in a little bit, but what I do know is I feel like it's not usually this sweet. I don't know if I'm imagining things, but I also feel like the brown sugar shaken espresso from Starbucks is kind of like the most variant drink I get. Let me know if you guys agree, because I feel like depending on the Starbucks I go to and depending on who's working that day, it tastes different. So I feel like sometimes it's a lot less sweet than this, and sometimes it's maybe a little bit closer to how sweet this is. I'm not really sure. Overall, it tastes nice and like homemade. Like it tastes better than normal store-bought syrups because it's homemade. Also, I can't tell you why, but the shaken espresso definitely makes a difference in the taste. Again, don't know why. I'm an amateur barista if you didn't read the title or hear me in the intro, but it does taste really good, and it does, I don't know, it makes it a little different. It's just a little bit different than your average latte, and it's really good. All right, so final verdict, delicious. Do try at home, but not 100% how it compares in terms of sweetness level to Starbucks. It's very sweet. I will say that. It is quite sweet, which makes me want to say it's similar to Starbucks because I know their drinks are sweet, but maybe I need to do this again one day and get the one from Starbucks too and compare. But as of now, I don't have the one from Starbucks. So I'm just gonna say this is definitely a win. Whether it tastes exactly like Starbucks or not, it's really good. My one complaint is the recipe, I feel like, made an awkward amount. Let me show you what I have left of the syrup. Obviously, some of it's still kind of spilling to the bottom and catching down there, but like there's not that much left. It said to use 3 tablespoons in the recipe, which I did, and I feel like there's not enough left to do another round of 3 tablespoons. So I'm not quite sure like why it makes that amount, but if you make this at home, I would recommend like doubling or tripling it so that it's worth your time and you have leftovers to put in the fridge and use the next couple days. Or just expect to waste a little bit or have like a less strong version the next day that's not quite as sweet. I'm not sure because now I feel like I have an awkward amount left over and I don't know what to do with it. Overall, though, very yummy. Definitely approve and definitely will be drinking this and hoping it heals my headache. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with a friend and subscribe if you aren't already subscribed. Also, like, comment and let me know that you liked this video and if you want to see more videos of me like trying to recreate other drinks at home with my espresso machine, because I am a big latte fan, big espresso fan, really enjoying figuring out my new espresso machine. So I'd be happy to make more of those. I'm kind of wanting to try like an at-home dirty chai because I have a bone to pick with pretty much every coffee shop that exists, and that is, why do you charge so much for a dirty chai? The chai latte on most coffee shop menus is like the same price or maybe a little bit cheaper as a normal latte, but it doesn't come with espresso. It's just like the milk and the chai flavoring. So if you want a dirty chai, you have to add a shot of espresso, which is usually like $1.50. Like it's pretty expensive. So then you end up paying so much money for a dirty chai with only one espresso shot in it, when a lot of lattes at most coffee shops come with two espresso shots automatically. Make it make sense. So, yeah, that makes me really mad because I really like dirty chais, but I never get them because they're so expensive having to add the espresso separately, when really it's the same thing as a normal latte. It's just got a chai flavoring instead of, say, caramel. So, anyway, I'm curious if I could make something similar at home, like make my own chai flavoring, put it in the milk, and add some espresso and have a nice dirty chai. I'm curious to try that. So if anyone wants to see me do that or any other recreations of yummy coffee drinks, let me know in the comments. I would gladly try them out for you. And also let me know what other types of videos you want to see from me in the future. Again, please subscribe. And yeah, thank you to everyone who has subscribed and supported me so far. I love you guys. Can I say that yet? Am I too small of a YouTuber to say that still? Like, I mean it. Like, you guys are so nice. All your comments, so sweet. Anyway, I will see you again soon. I'm gonna go enjoy my delicious Starbucks copycat brown sugar oat milk shaken espresso. Guys, I almost forgot to let AJ try it. All right, go ahead. What do you think?
Ooh, it's very sweet.
It is very sweet. Do you even know what you're looking for?
Yeah,
I
what
don't
is
think you've
this?
ever had the brown sugar oat milk shaken espresso from Starbucks.
Oh, you remade it?
Yeah. I shook it. I shook it in
Oh
my shaker.
gosh. How did it turn out compared to usual? I
That's
like
what
it.
I was trying to figure out. Wait, the usual?
Like their order.
Oh yeah, theirs. I feel like it's sweeter than theirs, but also I was saying I feel like the shaken espresso at Starbucks is the most like varied drink from them that I get.
Yes,
Like depending on where I go,
yeah,
it's different.
depending on the person, the barista makes
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
They might
So
shake
it's
it
kind of
differently.
hard to say, and I also haven't had it in a little bit. So now I'm like, man, I should have had one like to compare it with because I'm like, I don't know, but it's good.
Cool.
You like it?
Yeah, it's great.
Cool.
Good job, babe.
Thanks.
I'm hungry.
Okay.